Welcome back to WTF Wednesday. And today's rant is going to be over the lovely holiday that is Valentine's Day. And Valentine's Day has a very complex history where it could be named after a group up to about three different guys who might have had the name Valentine or Valentinus dating all the way back to the Roman Empire. And one Valentinus might have been a priest who was secretly marrying couples after the Roman Emperor Claudius deemed it unlawful because it was a distraction to young men to be married because single men were better soldiers, which I think that's kind of crazy. But I guess but I would think that if you have a family, you have something more to fight for and to want to survive to return to. Whereas if you're a single person and you don't have anything to anchor you to the world, you would be more reckless and uncaring on returning from a war. But that's just my thought about it. And then another Valentinus or Valentine might have been a guy who was locked up in jail and might have fell in love with his jailer's daughter and would send her love notes, which I guess that could come into where nowadays you go all out for that loved one, whereas you purchase everything that you can to symbolize the love that you have for that person. And but then there's a theory that Valentine's Day coincides with the pagan festival of Lupia or Lupicus, and what they would do is slaughter a sheep and then also slaughter a dog and clean the hide of the dog and soak it in the blood of the sacrificial lamb or sheep and go around and smear that blood onto crops and young women to make them more, for the hope of more fertilism, or to be more fertile during that next coming year. And that happened anywhere between the mid of February, so about February 14th or February 15th. And then all of those young women, their names would be written onto a piece of paper and put into a jar where all the young single men would then draw their name out as a mate for the year. And then a large percentage of those ones would become married or then I guess break up after that year, and name would get added back in and draw out a new name until you found that one that you wanted to marry. And that is, I guess, a crazy ritual, and that might be the reason why the ancient Christians decided, no, let's shut this down, because then that's just a bunch of people out fornicating before marriage and creating kids possibly without a wedlock, and then just steadily just raising the population, and no one's really following God's will. Well, I mean, Valentine's Day is a great day, I guess. You get to see how much people actually think of you and care for you. Um, so, if you got a Valentine's, hit this with a thumbs up. Subscribe below and enjoy life and also enjoy Valentine's Day.